Oh gosh, we screwed it up again. Oh, let's just go with it. Hello, everybody. We are live from the Sausage Shack.
You see, when we're out of routine, we really get screwed up.
And we are joined by the first repeat guest on the Dinner Plus Drinks podcast, Kevin Fleming. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me, and we're really glad to see you in this space. It's really neat.
Yes, well, we are too.
So Kevin is our friend slash landlord. Friendlord? Friendlord?
Friendlord, that's much better. Yes.
Yep, friendlord it is.
Much better.
And we are recording during the Cocoa Crawl. As we have a little extra footage. You can see all the people going by.
And many of them stopping and staring at us. You can't see that.
So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll get all the joy of seeing our beautiful sausage shack in the side of the former's Fleming's Limited.
Our merch that I'm modeling.
All of the people going outside, we might have some commentary. Bridget, you used to plan the Cocoa Crawl. Tell us what the Cocoa Crawl is.
So Cocoa Crawl really is a fun event normally. It is during Winterfest.
Darn you, COVID.
Dang. So it's a little bit of a challenge, I think, during COVID. But the idea is it's the Friday night of Winterfest. So get people into town, not just for Saturday, but it started as a way to get people into the town, looking around at stores, into places they've maybe never been in. So participating businesses downtown can choose to make a cocoa treat. So whether it be a chocolate bar, a Rice Krispie treat that's chocolate or hot chocolate, whatever it is, people get a map. All the people that you see wandering by on the sidewalk get a map. They go into all these places, try all the chocolate treats, and vote on their favorite. So,
Kevin, did you ever win?
I never won. No. Sean Payne from Clearwater Outdoor won the first year, and I know it was fixed.
It was fixed.
But we won't talk about that. It's okay. Sean's a friend, so I'll leave it at that.
What was your treat that you had for people?
So ours, we called it Irish cocoa. So we would have hot cocoa made with whole milk, of course.
Yeah.
And then we would take our Cadbury Irish candy bars, flake bars, crunchy bars, Maltesers, and we'd crunch them up and have them in little bowls, and you scoop a little into your hot cocoa, and that was your Irish hot cocoa.
Yours was delicious.
That sounds really good.
And it's,
I'm not into hot drinks.
Yeah,
so
Nick won't drink anything hot, so this is not his kind of event.
Bridget will only drink hot drinks that are scalding hot, so.
It worked for me. But the stores usually do it as a way to welcome people in that have maybe never been in their store, which is a big reason we're doing this pop-up. So it worked together nicely.
And speaking of Irish things, can we have a Guinness?
Sure,
can we
speaking
have
of that.
a Guinness draft? And as it says, best enjoyed poured into a glass. This one
oh my God, people
is
are
the best one.
More quickly.
Guinness for strength. I love it. Absolutely love it. Kevin, thank you for the glasses.
You guys, people are trying to get in the door right now, and I'm sweating it. Wait, am I not pouring quickly enough? I feel like what happened?
You just do that.
Okay.
And now we wait for the surge and settle. The beautiful surge and settle.
I'll set that right there so you can see it.
Oh, I love Guinness.
But why Guinness?
Because
you and Kevin were having a conversation.
Yes, so Kevin, we were talking about, you guys used to sell a lot of Guinness merch.
That's right, we did.
And you are a renowned Irish traveler, in fact, an Irish citizen.
I do have my wife and I have our Irish citizenship based on all of our grandparents were born in Ireland.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it enables you to do Irish citizenship.
Jealous of that. I wish I was a dual citizen. Where can I be a citizen?
Maybe like Angola?
Yeah, Angola. I'll look it up.
Write them a $10,000 check.
Yeah.
So you said Guinness definitely tastes better in Ireland, right?
It does. It's like anything. Everything tastes best at the source.
Yeah, that's true.
So whether it's at the Guinness Hop Shop in Dublin or any pub in Ireland, and in Ireland, Lake Geneva Country Meats has a little delivery van. Ireland, Guinness has probably about 50 of those that are on the road
I was like, what?
7 days a week, and they go around. Anybody that sells Guinness in Ireland, they have their tubes and their pipes and their taps. Everything is cleaned out, and I don't know if it's every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks.
Dang.
That's all this crew does. They do nothing else. That's what they service. They don't sell. They don't deliver.
They clean
So
tubes.
that's how Guinness now is owned by Diageo, a multinational corporation, but they stick to their roots. If you're going to serve Guinness, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I gotta say,
I love it.
I also have had it in Ireland, and I don't love Guinness as much as the average citizen, perhaps, but it is way better in Ireland.
It is.
And I did the touristy thing. I was at the Guinness factory tour.
Which is
my
great.
first time,
it's
but it
fun.
was great.
Yeah.
And so they have what's called the Gravity Bar, I think, at the
Yes,
top.
right.
Really great views, delicious Guinness. So we'll see how this tastes.
All right, well, Slancha.
Slancha.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's been a year since I've had that. About a year.
This is so satisfying.
Gotta
It's
take
a
off.
spot.
Ooh, but not as good as Ireland, huh?
Not as good as Ireland,
Pretty good
but
though.
it is traveling 3,000 miles, so
So we'll give 'em
it's-
some
that's
credit.
not
We'll
too
give
bad.
them some credit for that. So
Yes.
we are in this space, the Sausage Shack.
The Sausage Shack.
And if you're looking on camera, watching on YouTube, you can see our beautiful banners that we have.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful bratwurst video. We have beautiful merch. And we just want to bring some sausage joy to people's lives.
We wanted people to be able to see a little behind the scenes of how you make a brat, if you don't know. So that's what the banners around the store are showing. And we have a looping video when
Like the
customers
Guinness
are in.
tour, but not
Just
quite
like
as
the
cool.
Guinness tour, but
and a
no
lot less
Guinness.
beer.
But you're right at the source.
But you're right
Lake
at the
Geneva,
source.
country meats.
That's right.
Made right here.
Just like Guinness.
Okay.
So yeah, a little behind the scenes and very Wisconsin. So love it or hate it, we are like, hey, we have cheese. It's delicious. Our friends are cheesemakers. We have brats. We make them, and they're also delicious. Plus, we have this cool merch. And then we found some really awesome condiments that have really good Wisconsin stories as well. So we brought some of those in behind us as well. So it's pretty fun. I don't
Yeah,
know.
by the time you listen to this, our pop-up will probably be closed.
Sorry.
But we have another one coming, and that is going to be revealed shortly. But
Yeah.
Bridget,
Dun, 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 dun.
I know you love sausage outside of the casing.
Yeah, snappy sausage isn't my favorite thing, so it's been a learning experience.
But if you had to look at any of the flavors of brats we do,
Yeah, this is
maybe
easy.
here or not, what
Nope.
is your fave?
This is an easy one. So since I started with Lake Geneva Country Meats, I like spicy. And so I'm like, I want a brat that is spicier. Like some of them are spicy, but not Bridget spicy. Till we made the jalapeno popper brat. So we do sell it here at the pop-up, and obviously we make it at the store on rotation. So it's not one that we have all the time.
No, that one we have all the time.
Do we?
Yeah, we've been out
Oh, in the
because it's been
freezer.
so popular.
In the freezer, though.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. So not fresh all the time, but we have it in the freezer. It's
confusing.
Sorry. So, but
All
it
of our
is.
fresh brats are available frozen.
Yeah, but okay. Anyway, Nick and I are gonna get a semantics discussion
Weird.
here. So the jalapeno popper brat's my favorite. So it's definitely got a kick to it. It has chunks of jalapenos in it, and I love it so much because, man, it took me a long time to eat brats at all. Like I'm not sure I had a complete brat before I started working here. So sorry, but I like the spicy ones.
Kevin,
We need to know.
I'm a traditionalist, so my favorite, I do like the Portobello and Swiss.
Okay.
That's number 2. Number 1 for me is the traditional or fresh brat. That's just my favorite. Put it on the grill, on a brat bun, grilled onions and some good mustard, like some Dijon mustard.
yes.
Or
Or
honey mustard.
You're
or
talking
something.
my.
Oh.
That's
yeah.
all you need
Oh,
on
I
it.
love
That's
it.
perfect.
Kevin, I
that,
guess we can never eat
and
together.
a Guinness.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
all your
that's
favorite
just
things.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's my
Plain,
favorite.
boring, delicious brats and mustard. Oh, not
I
my
made
thing.
Exactly.
I made some fried pork chops this week that I was like, these really need fried onions and a little smear of
Oh,
mustard
man.
on top.
Yes.
Oh, and Sarah is not into the mustard.
No.
After pregnancy, Simona ruined onions for her. Her taste buds changed, so not a lot of onions left in the house.
I do not love onions either.
It's unfortunate.
Okay, so
Yeah,
traditional.
and
what about your?
sauerkraut is good on it too, but
Okay.
you don't always have sauerkraut in the house. Although you do have
Oh yes, our
sauerkraut in a
squeezable
squeeze
sauerkraut.
bottle.
Doesn't
We
it? Isn't this
sure do.
awesome?
I will say
3 different kinds.
This just takes care of that whole problem. I mean, this is genius. So we now have squeezable sauerkraut.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
That smaller package size lasts, better in the fridge. You got the big glass jar, and it's just kind of taking up a lot of space and a little stinky and stuff. The squeezable stuff, though, I like it.
Yeah,
like it
I
a lot.
mean-
Naturally fermented.
Shockingly, also started in Wisconsin originally.
Okay, so if you're watching, you can now see the Quick Trip truck going through.
Oh, yes.
Semi. This is what I love about Lake Geneva. It's the only tourist destination in the world that the main street
Yes.
has 70-foot semis going
Yeah.
through on the busiest days of
So
the year.
our main street is also called Highway 50, and yeah, it's a thoroughfare. I used to work with Kevin when I worked with the downtown quite a lot, and this was always an argument when we were trying to put up really awesome Christmas decor. You can't because it's a state highway, so you can't string beautiful things across it unless it's like a million feet in the air.
It's frustrating.
So those semis can drive through.
And it's great. And it's great people watching.
It's such great people watching.
We're just gonna sit here in the window display and watch people this whole time that Coco Crawl goes on.
just with our pints of Guinness.
Yeah.
Just
people
hey,
are
friends.
straight. I wish maybe you catch some of this on the camera. People are just straight up staring in here because it looks like we're doing things in here right now.
We do have a sign that says "Sorry, closed" for Coco Crawl, but people are not great at reading signs usually.
Yeah, we learned that.
It is what it is. I'm going to tell you about my favorite bratwurst.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's a cherry brat because family secret. We'd have to kill you. It's very special to my family. I love it. But the one I'm most proud of is the hatch chili pepper and cheese curd.
That's a good one.
Because we did this with Ron Henningfeld of Hill Valley Dairy. Worked on it to get like the nice gooey cheese curd thing, like in a fried cheese curd. But then also like roasty hatch chili peppers with just the right amount of spiciness. I don't love, I like spicy food a lot. I don't love just like, we put 100,000 Scoville units into something and it's spicy. Congratulations, idiot. Anybody can do that. I like the fruity parts of peppers and the floral parts of peppers. So hatch chili peppers have that. We took like 4 different attempts at getting this bratwurst right. It never takes 4 attempts to get a bratwurst right because we couldn't get the smokiness right or the heat right or we couldn't get the cheese curds to cook right.
Yeah.
We finally got it. It is such a delicious brat. It's really expensive on the ingredient cost compared to our normal ones, but it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. I love it. It is so delicious. I'm just very proud of the whole development process.
You touched on the cherry brat, which I still think is such a weird thing. Like, where did that idea come from?
So we use some ingredients that my grandma is one of 13. They grew up in Mauston, had a farm up there, good Irish-German family. And they are very successful, as a lot of them. It's actually very interesting how far they've all gone and how they all have managed to be successful in different fields. And one of them that's still in Mauston started a trucking business, farmed, and also a candy business.
What?
He was a little eccentric.
That sounds great.
Kieran was definitely an eccentric. I don't know how else to put Kieran down. And his wife, Dee, is a lovely lady. One of our favorites. And so the candy business does this amazing cherry delicacy that we're like, let's put this in a bratwurst. It would be good. So I can't tell you exactly what the cherry thing is.
But?
Because then you might try to knock it off and I'll have to murder you. And many other people have tried to do it and it doesn't work unless you do the special thing. So it's just a cool family collaboration. We make it in-house now. We don't, we used to, when Sarah and I were dating, we would used to drive up to Mauston and back like every 2 or 3 weeks to get the pails of this stuff from my family. Powers Candies, check them out. They're great candies. Ship all over.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so we sell some of the stuff in the store still. They have a really great cranberry mustard. So it was a lot of fun. But once we were dating, and we're fairly newly dating, we're driving up there, and her mom calls and goes, Sarah, where are you? And she goes, oh, Nick and I are driving to Mauston. And her mom thought she said Boston. And she's like, what? You will barely know him. Don't do this.
See you later.
So that's why the cherry brat.
Okay. I've always kind of wondered, because I know I have friends in Chicago that, like, die for the cherry brat. I don't know what else to say. They're so excited about the cherry brat, and I'm just getting into my brats here. So.
And cherries are Wisconsin.
They are.
You know,
right.
We use Wisconsin cherries for it.
Wisconsin produces a lot of cherries.
I guess it makes sense. I just have missed the boat.
That's like the Wisconsin brat. We use cherries, cranberries, and Swiss cheese because all 3 of those were #1.
And it's red and white.
Red and white.
Like our Badgers.
Goal, Bucky. Goal, Bucky, goal.
Oh, that was a really Wisconsin thing.
You know what else is a really Wisconsin thing?
What?
Donuts and bacon.
Nick, did you just ruin it?
Oh.
Okay, you guys. Whoa, I almost fell on my chair and yelled into the microphone for you. So, as you guys know, I hope, we've been able to do pop-ups all thanks to Kevin and Maureen and letting us use this awesome space downtown on Main Street, which...
You're about to fall your chair, so excited.
If you don't know, I know I'm going to fall off my chair. If you don't know, getting a spot on Main Street, especially at like such a great storefront that we're in, very hard to do, usually very expensive. putting a pop-up shop in downtown Lake Geneva, also some hurdles with the city that we were able to work through.
The city administrator just posted, we are the first pop-up shop in Lake Geneva.
Yes, he did, which is a big deal. I always wanted to do pop-up shops when I worked for the city. So I'm on the other side of it, but as if pop-up shops weren't exciting enough, our next pop-up shop is maybe the most exciting thing ever. It is going to be a donut and bacon pop-up shop.
What?
So
Tell us more, Bridget.
Tell me more. It is on Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, do you see this guy's camo onesie?
That's very
thing?
Wisconsin, people. I hope you enjoy it. So Nick's ruining my donut announcement. So February 13th and 14th, we are doing Nothing Says Love Like Bacon and Donuts. And we've partnered up with our friends at Simple, friends of all three of ours. And we're making some donuts, and we are selling classic donuts, deluxe donuts, coffee, bacon, and water.
Also some merch.
And also some merch with bacon on it.
Okay,
So-
Kevin, we know Bridget. Bridget lived up here. You probably saw her running in to the apartment over the store a million times with boxes of donuts.
Yes.
Do you love
That's
donuts
so
as much
cool.
as Bridget?
No one loves donuts.
Probably no.
No one loves donuts as much as Bridget.
Although my wife Maureen does love
She-
donuts.
Yes.
And we, again, I'll go back. I'm sort of old school traditionalist. I like
This is
your
fair.
basic chocolate covered cake donut.
Yes.
You know, about like that big.
Oh, a
Gotta
little
be
bigger
cake.
size.
But I do like bacon. So we'll see
Hey,
how that one is.
Not
and
all
you
donuts
have-
have to have bacon.
You have a special donut shop in Chicago that you
do.
like, right?
Yes, we do. So there is a special. There's a donut shop in Chicago that my wife's been going to for years, and whenever we go down, we always stop in. And why did you ask me? Because now it just escaped me.
Dance. Kevin so kindly
Okay, just a
got
minute
me-
now.
Oh,
It is. Oh my gosh. Hope maybe my wife is watching. She can call me. Why did I just?
isn't it? Is it
is.
Stans?
No.
Okay. I can't
Okay,
remember
keep
either.
talking.
No, Dinkles.
Dinkles. I'm
Dinkles.
sorry.
Dinkles.
Dinkles on Lincoln Avenue.
Yes.
I believe it's just. Let's see. I think it's. Let me see now. I was going to say it.
That's a big
Montrose,
pack
but it
of
might be a
teenagers
little
going
further
by.
south. So Dinkles. Whenever we would go in Chicago, let's say a Sunday morning or something, we'd pick up like 2 dozen.
Yep.
And they would have those bakery carts, probably half a dozen of them. I think I talked to one of the bakers once, and they easily go through 1,000 to 2,000
Oh my God.
basic chocolate covered cake donuts, in addition to everything
insane.
else that they have.
In a
and
day.
they've been in a day, and they've been there. They've been on Lincoln Avenue for I don't know 60,
Insane.
70, 80 years.
I mean,
So it's a good standard.
yeah, I do.
And Chicago has a lot of great donut shops.
Yes. You know what? I think the argument is, are you a classic donut person or a deluxe donut? So I love both. But Kevin knows, hope Nick knows by now, I also love chocolate cake donuts. Classic.
Yeah.
Kevin got me many copious amounts of dozen donuts from Dinkles when I retired from my job with the city, and I loved every single one of them.
I am a white vanilla frosting cake donut person.
Cake, not raised.
Cake, not raised.
Okay,
I don't
sprinkles?
understand. Jimmy's, yes.
Jimmy's, Jimmy's or sprinkles? What do you call it?
Sprinkle.
Sprinkles. Thank
Yeah.
you. I don't get Jimmy's. I don't get it.
Is that what you're called? Like, should we
don't know.
respect the bakers?
Are they?
You know, do you think bakers are just sprinkling stuff on? No, they're putting the Jimmy's on.
No, they're definitely just
Jimmy's.
sprinkling it on. They're definitely.
So
doing
are they called bacon jimmies?
Yeah.
Ooh, bacon Jimmy's. I like
That
that.
I can get on board with.
I can get on board with that. Yeah,
Bacon
I like.
jimmies. Okay, I
I
can
like
do a
the
bacon
sprinkles.
jimmy.
Okay.
Bacon jimmy sounds better than a bacon sprinkle.
I know.
It does. You know, bacon and sprinkle.
You guys, we're gonna be
bacon Jimmy,
merchandising.
definitely.
We're merchandising a bacon Jimmy. We're gonna package it and sell it.
I know they don't add flavor, but I just like the color, and they
I like
just
the
make me
texture.
feel. They make me feel happy.
And young again. I
They
like
make-
sprinkles too.
It's like one of my favorite Main Street memories as a kid, and one of the reasons I think we're doing this. Bittner's Bakery used to be on Main Street, just a few doors down from where we are, and I always remember going in there for the smiley face cookies.
Yes,
Yes,
me too.
you're right.
They
Everybody.
had they're these smiley face cookies. They do them still at their new location. I think they're a little different.
They
or
swore to
maybe
me
I
it's
just
the same recipe. Last time I was
so
in there.
I
but-
probably just like sugar a little less now than I did when
Yeah.
I was 5. But Main Street, Lake Geneva, needs place.
Yeah.
You can get a donut.
Yes.
So there's I've done my donut research, and there are two things I need to acknowledge.
What type of research?
Well, I will tell you. I ate a lot of donuts. So there are two donut things I need to mention that has informed our decision for this donut shop. One is the Donut Vault in Chicago. So the Donut Vault is this tiny little bank vault, and you literally walk in and walk out. There's no place to sit. There's no place to do anything. You walk in, you get your donuts, you walk out. They just stay open until they sell out. So they just tweet like, hey, 10 people in line, 20 dozen left. Oh, okay, 5 dozen left, no one in line, whatever. So we're adopting the same type of idea. We're opening at 7 a.m., so you can get your donuts while you're walking. And then we're open until noon or until we're sold out. So you have to pay attention to our Insta stories and see like, hey, we'll take a picture of what we've got left. We'll let you know if there's anyone waiting. We are doing some pre-orders, which is just smart planning, which you know I love. And then I have to tell you guys about my favorite gourmet donut because it goes against pretty much everything I love about donuts. So filled donuts are the worst.
They are the worst. It's you, especially when you buy a Long John, because like you don't have the
on
cake donuts,
accident.
and then you think it's a regular Long John, and then you bite into it, and like something juts out into your mouth.
Something
It's
mystery?
terrible.
Right.
Okay. Yes, normally I agree. Also, vanilla donuts. Ugh. Who needs them? So the best quote gourmet donut I've ever had is from when the like gourmet donut craze just started, or at least when I first learned about it. It's called Glazed and Infused. In Chicago, they have a whole bunch of locations. Went to one in Lincoln Park, and it was a creme brulee donut. So this was filled, it was a Long John, filled with some, I don't know, whatever cream of some sort, some vanilla bean.
Was it cream of chicken?
Cream of chicken soup. And then it was like a crunchy.
Savory donuts. No, thank you.
Ooh, is that bacon?
Is that bacon?
It was like a crunchy creme brulee top. So that I can get on board with. But like one. You can only have one. Chocolate cake donuts again.
How
Is
many
that on the
chocolate-
menu next week, or you don't know yet?
Creme brulee donut is not on the.
Okay.
We didn't do a ton of filled ones because we don't like the mean surprise, and also Simple Bakery does not normally make donuts. They're wonderful bakers, and actually one of the people
One of
in
the
the
best
back.
bread bakers too.
One of the best bread bakers. One of the ladies that works in the back actually used to work at a donut shop, so that just worked out nicely. But this is just a limited time, only for the weekend. They're just doing it for fun. So, should I tell everyone the menu?
Yeah, tell them the
Should we
menu.
lay it
Thank
out?
you for being a podcast listener / watcher.
Yeah, you get a little behind the scenes. Okay, the menu. So we've got classic. You can get cake or raised, vanilla or chocolate, sprinkles or not. Then we have a plain glazed.
I'm sorry, did you say, what was that word you used? Sprinkled?
Oh, I'm like, what did I say? Did I swear?
Sprinkle. Oh, that's right, sprinkled.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
jimmied.
right. Sprinkles, not
Okay,
jimmies.
sprinkled. All right, you're in charge.
So those are the regular, and then raised glazed. Then the deluxe donuts are a lemon raspberry.
I'm in on that.
Yeah, that actually was delicious. I got to do a tasting. So good. Lemon raspberry, toasted coconut. I'm going to blank on one now. Chocolate peanut butter and maple bacon.
Maple bacon.
So we are selling a little gift pack that has a bacon shirt, a pack of bacon, and 2 maple bacon donuts. And I don't know, if you can't find something to buy your husband or boyfriend, I think it's a good idea.
Or Bridget.
Or me. I mean...
Send them to Bridget.
But
She
I'll be
likes-
working here, so I'll just eat them all. You don't need to buy it for me.
You could probably freeze the donuts, slack them out throughout the year. You know, when you're feeling a little sad.
One donut every day. 365 days. That seems good, right?
You know, maybe that would be the world's best workout plan. It's based around like, hey, so you're gonna eat a donut every day.
So you're going to throw up every day.
But you know what that means? You have to like do this 30-minute workout, but it's worth it because you get a donut at the end. Why has no one done a gym like this?
I hardly think the 30-minute workout is going to get rid of my Long John glazed in maple covered in
but
bacon.
if it's like, if that's your breakfast, you know, and then
yeah.
the incremental calories over whatever else you're doing,
a
and then you do
good
your like
idea.
cross-training thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Gray Spot Fitness should get into this.
This is
all worth it.
I mean, I would say every donut I've ever eaten is worth it, guys. Maybe not
I had
everyone.
one from Walmart once. My dad
You're right.
got me some Walmart donuts once, and I was like, "Thank you."
Probably not
It was
worth
very
it.
nice. It was just like not very good.
Yeah, you're right. That one might not be worth it.
They had something weird with their frosting.
Well, their donuts are also like in, I don't know, packages. Maybe that's just for COVID. They're
I
like
don't know.
individually packaged. I don't know. Whatever.
COVID.
Anyway, that's super exciting. So that's our next pop-up coming up in a week. And then we've got more fun things after that in this space until Kevin kicks us out, really.
Yeah, we got some dinners planned that y'all need to stay tuned for. They're going to be off the Heasy.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Let's see. We're ending with an Irish dinner.
We are.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have, I don't know if we've told Kevin about the details of our dinners, but yeah, our last one is close to St. Patrick's Day, so,
Good.
which is also like COVID-versary.
Oh, God.
That was a year ago, so we're going to just go out with a bang. We've got, if you can see the store right now, there's a black curtain, right? So if you're watching on YouTube, the store goes back like, I don't know.
We're only using about a quarter of it right now.
1/3 of it?
Yeah.
So it goes back big time. So 2,700 square feet. So we've got a lot of space to space out tables and have people for dinner. So we're going to use it. Space it out safely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. We're going to benefit a couple nonprofits with those dinners. So we always like that. But yeah.
Just have a good time.
We're also so excited to have Kevin be part of our favorite segment on our podcast.
Oh, let me take a sip of beer to clear my throat before this. 1 second.
Yeah, we had to give him a little heads up so he could prepare, and I think we might have tripped him up. I hope he comes up with something good here.
All right, it is time for
Kid Corner.
All right, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna set the stage, then Kevin, and then Bridget's got some.
I gotta end it all with a bang.
She's got end it all with a bang. So my story is about. I forgot what my story is about. Oh, my story is about how I regressed into 3-month-old parent Nick recently.
Oh, what's that?
So no, when Simona was 3 months.
There's Willy Wonka that just walked by.
Oh, Willy Wonka just walked by. Hope you saw him on video. So Simona was like super colicky, wouldn't sleep. We're as like insane first-time parents. We're like, I don't know. We can definitely find something with the food that's causing this. Let's try different foods. Let's try different bedtime things. Let's do all the things. And so we very closely watched the color of her poop to see, like, what's going on.
Like, oh my God.
And so, like, she had like 3 days of very white poop, and it was very concerning. And only, of course, we have Dr. Internet right now, right?
Yes,
so, I'm all over the internet. I'm like, I don't know. And it could have been like terrible liver disease. And there's some liver challenges in my family. I have obviously overcome them. But I was like, oh no, I cursed Simona. There is a poop app on your phone that you take a picture of the poop. And it's for a scientific study, so it's not weird.
That is weird.
No, it's not. It like puts it into like an AI recognizing database and says if your child has a problem or not. And it was like, good. And it's like, hey, you might want to call your doctor. I called my doctor. I'm like, I have a picture of my child's poop.
I went in a poop app.
And they're like, yeah, sure, it's not that weird. I'm like, good, thank you. She was fine. Everything's fine. But I was freaking out. So about a week ago, she was, not doing so great on the poop in front for a couple days. And then, boom, 4 in 1 day. And I'm like, girl, you just working that out.
This happens.
And the 4th one, though, was like white. And I'm like, oh no.
Liver disease.
It's happening again. And then, you know what I said to myself?
Put it in an app.
Calm down, Nick. Calm down.
Look at you.
I know. 15 months into this, 16 months. I don't know.
Parent.
16 months. I'm like, yes. I'm not going to freak out about the white poop. We're going to be fine with it. And she's fine.
And she's fine, it turns out.
She's fine.
Sensitivity is not my strong suit. So when I get a panic text from Nick about his kid's color poop, I'm like, she's fine. She's dehydrated.
See, I need somebody to tell me
I think she has liver disease.
I just need somebody to say, Nick, chill out.
I would have felt really bad if it was liver disease.
But also, you would have known that. I would have taken, your joking and mocking in the spirit in which it was intended, which was kindness.
It was me saying, calm down, it's going to be okay.
I always appreciate a little humor.
And you keep those pictures to yourself, I hope.
Well, they go into the app, and who knows what the doctor does
No, man,
with them.
now they're in the internet.
They're in the cloud.
You don't delete them after the doctor sees them?
I do.
Do you want to
Because
see
believe me, the doctor deletes them. I'm just telling you right now.
Kevin, would you like
So
to
I
see
would
the white
suggest
poop?
you do.
It is awkward as people are like, can I see a picture of your kid? You're like, oh, going through, and like, oh, well, that's her poop.
This is why she has an Instagram account.
That's why she has an Instagram
Okay,
account.
please rewind back to a million podcasts ago when we talked about that.
All right, Kevin.
This is what we
Follow
talked
it
about
up.
in the corner. So we should have told you.
I'm afraid to hear what Bridget's is.
Oh, well, let's just say it also has something to do with poop, but nothing to do with an app.
So when they just sprung this on me a half hour ago, I couldn't think back. My children are all in their 30s or let's say 40s.
They are older than one.
So older than one, and they're older than 18 months, and they're older than 4. So I couldn't really think of. So I just thought of a funny one. This was probably maybe 10, 12 years ago.
Ooh.
My daughter's boss just purchased her a new iPhone, and she was sitting around with my son, and they were just sort of sitting there, and he was sort of sitting like this, and he's like, wow, an iPhone, and holy cow, it's pretty neat. So he's sitting on the couch, and he pops up, and across, now this really happened.
Yes.
On the table, he goes like this, the phone goes like this, lands, of course it's smaller phone, lands in a glass of beer,
and
they're both sitting there like, oh my God, my boss just got me this brand new phone. It's an iPhone, it's probably like $500 or $600, and after they stopped laughing and rolling on the floor laughing, they're both like,
oh, that's awesome.
So my daughter eventually did tell her boss, but right away she couldn't.
Yeah.
So like
I'm sorry,
she
I
needed the
dropped my phone
phone like the next day. So the next morning she had to go to the Apple store
and buy her own.
and buy a new iPhone.
A new like $5,000.
So
whatever
it's
they
just
are.
like
Oh, that's Kevin. This
my
is
son
very
will kill
much.
me
Did
if
she
he
put it
hears
in
me-
rice?
if he-
Did she
if he's
try that?
watching. But anyway,
I hope they're
it's-
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it in rice. I remember that trick.
Yeah, put it in the
So
rice.
yeah, I think they were.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What
I
type-
mean,
What type of beer?
Yeah, what type of beer?
Yeah, it was a beer. Yes, a beer.
Yes, a Guinness?
I don't know if it was a Guinness. I don't remember
very
asking
important.
them.
You guys are very varied and interesting beer drinkers, because every time you go to the store, you get something a little different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to give you props. You guys try a lot of different beers. And
I do, yeah. I mean, I do like Guinness, but I stick to Wisconsin. I will say I stick to Wisconsin beers.
Nice. Do you have a favorite?
I do like right back here. We have the Seeped.
Oh,
beer.
yeah.
Sipe, yeah.
I do like that. No, that's
Yep.
brewed in Chicago, but I do have some. I like Central Waters
Yeah.
from
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I do-
Amherst.
Pardon me.
Ron's
Am-
brother-in-law
Amherst
works
from-
in
that's right.
Central Water at Central Waters.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yep.
Small world.
Shout out to Tyler.
I do like from Milwaukee. I do like some of the Milwaukee.
Yep. Third space. I've
Third
got a
Third
couple
space,
things.
yes.
Good city. That's a nice.
Three Sheeps are,
Yeah,
and
Three
you
Sheep,
carry
yep.
most of the Three Sheeps
1840 in
are
Milwaukee.
great.
1840. Yes.
Yeah. So and and
Can't go
not just India Pale Ale. It's
Yep.
I sort of like them all.
Again, Nick has forced me to learn to love IPA a little more than I used
Well,
to.
because there's so many types.
Right, and that's the thing, is I was like, I don't like IPA. I've only had the one gross kind.
When you were in England, did you ever go to the pub and order the bitter?
No, so...
I have had bitter
It-
and yes,
I love bitter.
bitter is good. Yes, it is. Yes.
No, I've never. It was Pimm's was a thing.
Ooh,
like
Pimm's
cups,
is delicious.
And it was a big cider. Like, that was my
Strongbow's
first,
delicious.
Strongbow. Right, so I was like, oh, yeah, all the Strongbow, all the cider beer. That was, like, exciting when I was in England.
Right.
So.
When I was
Yes.
in England, I remember getting off the elevator in my hotel. I was like, I don't know, 20, I think. 20. No, I was 21. I was 21. And I got off the elevator, and there was a beer vending machine in my
Perfect.
hotel.
Yeah.
Like, right, I was like,
Of course.
We are in
yes,
We're
this
not
is
in
not
America.
America.
Well,
What a great country.
this is, we were talking a little bit, we were talking about England and our travels, and I just had this small moment on the opening day of our pop-up shop. So it would have been yesterday from the day we were recording. Someone walks in and she's like, Bridget? I said, yeah, hi, hello, Stephanie. And I'm like, gosh, this is like starting to sound familiar. I'm from the regional news. I'm like, oh, hi, okay, that's our local newspaper. So, hello, hi, nice to meet you, great. We studied abroad together in London in college. And I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
what? So I went to college in Milwaukee, not far from Lake Geneva, but still odd that someone in all of University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, in the 15 people that studied abroad from there, somewhere around there, now she works in this small town where I live and work. So very small town moment. So hi, Stephanie, if you're listening, great to see you again. That blew my mind. I don't know what else to say.
All right, Bridget, this story.
Okay, guys.
Oh boy.
When this happened, I got a text.
Oh.
I basically got a live text update about this story of, dude, it started with, dude, Kid Corner is going to be fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji.
You know it's
And
good.
I said, Oh no.
Yeah.
What happened? Is Elliot alive? Did Lucy murder him?
Yeah, and I mean, no. Luckily, they're both alive and there was no murder, but it was bad. Okay, we were at my parents' house. You guys buckle in for this because there's some details you need to hear.
If you're driving, if you're eating, stop.
Stop
if
eating.
If you're driving, maybe pull off to the side of the road.
I don't know, but definitely stop eating.
If you're sensitive stomach, like maybe have the bucket ready.
I'll spare the details, hopefully. Just kidding. The details are the best part. So we were at my parents' house, okay? We were there to watch some football, whatever. Lucy takes a nap still, so no problem. We like put her down to nap in a pack and play upstairs at my parents' house. We're in the living room. We don't have monitors or anything because she's our second kid, and we're like, we'll hear her. Like, she'll be fine. I like thought I heard something upstairs, but didn't go up there. Like, she's fine. We let her linger in her crib until she like needs us. So at some point, okay, she's awake. So I start to head up the stairs, and I'm like halfway up the stairs. I was like, oh my God, it smells like vomit, like vile vomit. And I have a big issue with puking. Like, I get that no one likes it, but it straight up makes me have a panic attack. So
I've witnessed this.
Yeah, it is not a good thing. So, okay, I'm like bracing myself. All right, I didn't call my husband yet. I'm like, I can do this. I have kids. They're going to puke.
And we all know Tyler is the best at this.
So I think he was outside. I don't know. So I go into the room and it's dark and I like, she still wasn't really making a ton of noise. So I was like, maybe I didn't turn the light on right away. I'm like, oh, I have to. It smells so bad. She must have puked in this crib. Turn the light, and I'm like, there's no puke. Like, what the heck smells so bad? There's no way she just farted. So, again, this is a nap, okay? So she's not in her onesie pajamas. So she has 2 pieces of clothing on. Important to the story. So I go to pick her up out of the crib, and I was like, oh, she has a blowout, like up the back, right? For those of you that don't have kids, that is poop up the back out of the diaper. She's going to be 2 in June, so she's 1.5. You don't, like... She hasn't had a blowout since she was 8 months old.
This is not very common anymore.
This is not a thing. This is a thing infants do. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. Whatever. So I'm like, oh shoot! I see it on her back.
Must have been those beans and the 7-layer beans if she ate.
7-layer beans. I'm like, oh shoot! It's on her shirt. Oh crap. Okay, I take both her shirts off and I'm like, Tyler, gotta come upstairs. Like, need a new clothes. I need a new diaper. Whatever. And then it just kept getting worse. So I'm like taking her shirt off. I'm like, oh my God. I look at her hands, and they are covered in shit. Like, I mean, it looks like maybe dirt. I don't know, but her hands are brown. And I'm like, oh, my God. So earlier in the week, she had been, like, sticking her hands down her diaper because, I don't know, her butt itches. I'm not sure. She's a delicate flower.
Super delicate.
So my guess is she must have stuck her hands down her pants and, like, scooped the poop out. But it gets worse.
Oh, God,
As if it's not all over her hands. It is now all over her face. So, hello. We're waving at friends outside. So, she's now got poop all over her face. So then I start to panic. I pulled a Nick and was like, oh my God.
Yes.
We have to go to the emergency room?
So I'm sending pictures of poop. She's Googling,
Dude,
is it okay to eat poop?
I literally Googled, I was like, what if your kid eats its own poop? And the first thing that comes up is poison control. So I am straight up losing it. I'm like, oh my God, Tyler, do we have to go to the emergency room? And it was a Sunday. I'm like, what do I do? And
No, enter your dad.
My dad. No. It's fine if you eat your own poop. It's if you eat someone else's poop that it's a problem. I'm like,
You called your father and asked
No, we
him?
were at my parents' house.
Oh, you're
So
at
my
your
dad
parents'
was there. And like, I'm shitting my pants.
And your dad just
Oh, my
sent
God.
oh yeah, it's fine if you eat your own poop.
But it turns out it is fine if you eat your own poop. So it was like, she might throw up. That's the worst that could happen. And like, we ripped everything off. We threw her in the bath, and she loves baths. And she just like screamed the whole time. So I'm like, something's wrong. And like, I'm a pretty chill parent, so I lost it. But so we just had to keep an eye on her for the next 2 hours, see if she puked. She didn't. Spoiler alert. So
She's still here.
Lucy ate her own poop, and she didn't even throw up. So I think we're doing great.
Not a delicate flower.
Also,
that Lucy.
poop all over the crib. Like, she must have stood up because it
Just
was like
throw it out.
right on the edge of the
Throw it
thing. Yeah. We went over there like again the following weekend. I was like, she can't sleep in it. Like, I can't. This is disgusting. So that's my kid corner for you guys.
Maybe Nolan can in a.
I know, maybe we'll just disinfect the whole thing.
Oh.
Good times. Poop stories never
I
get
don't know
old.
if I'm going to come back for one of these again.
Kevin.
I have to think about that now.
You've gotta come up with a
I'm
poop
not
story.
sure about that.
Yours was pretty good. But you gotta dig back to when they pooped their pants.
Yeah.
Well,
The best part is we just try and tell these stories to let people know you're not alone.
it's okay.
If you have young kids or if you have kids that are
Yeah,
in their
exactly
30s
right.
or 40s, it's okay.
It's more funny when it happens to someone
Right,
else.
The new iPhone's only, I don't know what they are.
Yeah,
$300.
$10,000.
No big deal.
Who knows? So guys, thanks for listening live to us today.
This was a fun one. We thought it'd be something a little different. And if you didn't watch on YouTube, you missed all these people walking up to the door. Sign clearly says, sorry, we're closed. Coming up, meh.
Where are you? It's been really funny. I think we'll probably sit here for a while, finish our beer, and keep watching people.
It's a good time. I like this lady that appears to have a charcuterie board that just walked past. But like a broken down one.
Sort of
Hopefully-
like the Today Show at Rockefeller
Yes.
Plaza. Everybody's
Yes. Actually, we're just like that.
We are just like
we're
that.
waving. We're keeping a straight face. We're very professional.
But I'm more of a Good Morning America person. So I'm in Times
They don't.
Square.
Who do they wave to?
Who do they wave? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. They're not.
We're going to wave. We appreciate you watching live.
Everybody, remember, subscribe, rate, send us an email, hello@dinnerplusdrinks.com. We have a brand new website,
We do. It's pretty fly.
dinnerplusdrinks.com. Same address, just more stuff.
Just more things. You can always find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Dinner Plus Drinks Podcast.
Valentine's Day is coming up. If you didn't listen to 2 days ago, I don't know.
Who knows what day it is?
If you don't listen to our How to Pair Wine with Dark Chocolate, you missed out. That one was good. Bridget came to some shocking
I
conclusions.
did. So check out Pinky's Up for some tips for your Valentine's date night.
It's going to be great. Kevin, thanks for having us in here. You are the greatest land friend.
Land friend.
Land friend.
Friend
Land
Lord.
Friend, that's it.
Friend Lord. I like Friend Lord.
Friend Lord. Friend Lord's
Friend
good.
Lord.
I like the Lord part if you don't mind.
Friend Lord.
Friend's okay, but I
Thank
like
you
the
for
Lord
being-
part.
Thanks for being here,
And
Friend
yes,
Lord.
and we're thrilled to have you. We're glad you're here, and it's a great weekend.
We are so excited you care enough about downtown to have a cool thing in this shop. So
That's
thank
right.
you.
Nothing's as cool as hot sausages.
Ooh.
But
We'll see you guys next week.
see you next week.
Bye-bye.